The arena was buzzing on Monday Night Raw, the fans already on edge after weeks of chaos involving Bron Breakker and Big Bronson Reed. These two destructive forces had been running roughshod over the roster, leaving bodies broken and the locker room in fear. But nobody could have predicted what was about to unfold. As Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed stood tall in the ring after dismantling yet another unfortunate opponent, the crowd showered them with boos. Breakker, with that wild intensity in his eyes, grabbed a microphone and declared that no one in WWE could stop them, that they were the true future, and that destruction was their destiny. Reed nodded in approval, his massive presence making the ring shake with every step. But then, the unthinkable happened. The lights dimmed. A familiar theme hit. And the entire arena erupted into a deafening roar. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself, walked out onto the stage. Calm, calculated, carrying the weight of dominance with every step. The camera zoomed in on his stone-cold expression as he stared directly at Breakker and Reed. The two monsters in the ring didn't back down. They smirked, almost daring Roman to come closer. But before the fans could even process what was happening, another theme blasted through the speakers, one that sent shockwaves through the crowd. It was Brock Lesnar. The beast incarnate stormed out from the back, his eyes locked on the chaos in the ring. For years, Roman and Brock have been bitter enemies, rivals in one of the most brutal wars WWE has ever seen. But tonight, something was different. The camera caught the two legends locking eyes at the top of the ramp. The crowd went insane, chanting "Holy shit," over and over. Roman and Brock didn't exchange blows, didn't show hostility, they simply turned their attention together toward Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, who suddenly looked far less confident. The ring shook as Brock marched down, Roman following right behind him. Breakker tried to fire the first shot, lunging at Lesnar, but Brock snatched him midair and delivered a thunderous suplex that rattled the entire arena. Bronson Reed charged at Roman, but the tribal chief met him with a devastating Superman punch that sent the big man stumbling into the corner. Chaos erupted. Lesnar lifted Breakker like a ragdoll and planted him with a crushing F5. Roman, with his eyes burning, followed up with a massive spear that folded Bronson Reed in half. The crowd was on their feet, losing their minds at what they were witnessing, two of the greatest rivals in WWE history standing side by side, destroying the new monsters who thought they were untouchable. The camera zoomed in on the aftermath. Breakker and Reed lay destroyed in the ring, gasping for air. Roman stood tall on one side, raising his finger to the sky. Brock stood on the other, his chest heaving as he stared down at the carnage. The fans knew they were witnessing something historic, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, united not by friendship, but by necessity, making a shocking statement to the entire WWE. Raw went off the air with one haunting image burned into everyone's minds, the tribal chief and the beast, standing together, while the so-called future lay in ruins at their feet.